Hey everybody! I know this is a very different video to every other Halo video nowadays where all it is people being paranoid, so let's talk about some actually good stuff that 343 Industries did with the franchise whilst they were at the helm of it. So this is a video that is scripted and it has a few bullet points and a few stuff to say. I'm too lazy to get a lot of footage up, so it's going to be very laid back. Hope you enjoy it. First things first, we got to look at the beginning. We got to look right at the beginning with Halo Reach. That's how far beginning we're going. If you want to be even more technical, all the way back with Halo 3 ODST and technically Halo 3. Technically, Bungie and 343, there's a lot of overlap. Point is, they officially became 343 during Reach's last few years. They added some map packs, they did a great job, and you know, they kept the game alive for a little bit longer, which was really appreciated. And also, they helped deepen the lore of the entire franchise. Obviously, the most famous example is the Forerunner trilogy, which is a bit of a divisive topic. You know, some people love the new lore, some people don't. But the fact is that it's deepened, and that adds so much more to this universe. Now, let's start with Halo 4 and let's say the best thing that Halo 4 has straight away, and it has a really good subplot with Master Chief and Cortana. I think it's incredible. It is done so well, it feels so built up. Halo 4 also just feels very final, and some people may not like that, but Halo 4 could have probably been the end of the franchise, and it could have picked up with a different Spartan as the main protagonist, and it would have felt earned. You know, Halo 4's ending is actually really good. I think it serves really well as an ending to the whole franchise, really. Halo 4 also had a very cool Forge mode. Some people would disagree. Yes, it's not as interesting as Halo Reaches, but with the MCC, they managed to add in the Pelican and the Broadsword, I believe is what it's called. And it is so much fun just to goof around in it, like with friends. I used to do it all the time. Great time. Although I'm not a great lover of the art style, the fact this game has the most amount of customization options as Reach is incredible. Actually more, I believe. You can customize the forearms on both sides. Shoulder pads, helmet, chest piece, legs, you know, visor color. It's incredible. You can change so much about your spawn. Although I don't like the art style, and I think that kind of what ruined it. I really appreciate the fact that there's so much customization. Now onto Halo 5, the video game that everyone knows but no one really wants to play or talk about. But let's get into the good parts of this, because that's what we're here to talk about, just good vibes. The gameplay is incredible in multiplayer, and it is a fantastic, competitive, rich experience. If you seek competitiveness in your Halo games, you will love this game. Maybe not in a Halo sense, because they change a lot compared to what we're used to, which is up to the individual, but it's still a lot of fun. But because of it, post-launch, there was so much social stuff they added that it helped balance the game so well. And when Forge mode was added, it was not just added, they goddamn not only improved, Forge mode is incredible in Halo 5, and Halo Infinite's even better somehow. You know, the fact you can do that on a video game, game, the fact it's not like a game engine is nuts. What you can do in there is great. I've never gone into it personally, but I've seen stuff, and it's so cool. And also, the humor of the Covenant is actually really good. I really like the Covenant in this game. And I think that's because they've managed to get Joe Staten back to voice some of the grunts, and it's awesome. I love it so much. And now we finally end on Halo Infinite, the one that a lot of people have a lot of different opinions on, which is fair enough. But dare I say, they nailed Master Chief in this campaign. I'm gonna get into that into a second, but first let's talk about the gameplay, because the gameplay has never felt so tight and so perfect and so great, and like it all complements each other so well. The grapple adds so much to the gameplay. The thruster being equipment instead of it just being on every player and you having to find it, know the map layout to get a thruster so you can use it to your advantage is a great choice. The upgraded versions of the equipment is also really cool. The drop ball was and kind of is a really cool feature, if not a little bit simple. But the repulsor, now that's a simple concept, but in the coolest way possible. It is as simple as it sounds. You reflect or deflect or just knock back anything that comes in your direction. You can literally repulse back a tank bullet towards an enemy. Let me say, a tank bullet. You can just send that back to the enemy. It is so much fun. The timing needs to be almost perfect because, well, a tank bullet goes really fast. A Wraith's though, a Wraith's mortar, is, whoa, that's really, really good. It's very easy to do. And, you know, I know everyone may not like the sandbox because some people don't like it, but I really like how focused the sandbox is for the most part. I don't like how many precision weapons there are, but we're here to be positive. I like the fact how, at least at launch, you had your rocket launcher and that was it. If you find a rocket launcher, you find the rocket launcher. You know, there's only one rocket launcher in the game. Same with the sniper rifle. There's not like a beam rifle or a focus rifle or a beat. Like there's no other sniper type weapons. You get the sniper. If you want to be generous, you could be like, oh, what about the skewer? That's more of an that is more so anti-vehicle based. Same for the shock rifle. But they kind of do blend into each other, so I can understand that point. But it feels so focused, the actual sandbox. A bit annoying, but we didn't get certain stuff, but that's a different discussion for a different time. The Mutilator is possibly the best gun that they have ever introduced ever in their runtime. I would just say it right now. I think it's incredible, and them adding the Falcon back is incredible. I am so happy they didn't just scrap that, even though it's like close to being finished. So I am really happy it's done. And back to what I said earlier about Master Chief being written perfectly, I always have nothing I would change about him. I don't think I would have anything to change about him. He is so perfectly written in this game. You have his one-liners, you have his story moments, you have the emotional moments, you have the hopeful moments, you have everything there that Master Chief needs to be Master Chief and more. It feels perfect. It's so good. And the pilot is such an interesting character and plays well, bouncing off the Master Chief and the weapons. And like that trio of characters is such like a focused group of characters that I want to see more of. I hope this doesn't get just ignored. I hope we see these characters more. These characters are so much fun. Well, that concludes my list of today's video about being upbeat on the Halo franchise, which, you know, it's a little bit different. You know, instead of being all doom and gloom, be a bit more hopeful. This video probably won't do well like every other video I've ever made, but you know, who cares at this point? Just do it for the fun of it. I'll be doing a Fortnite video next, within the next 2 weeks, and then after that should be a Resident Evil 9 review. So look out for that. And I'll see you guys, well, hopefully in that video. Bye.